You're watching 48 Fastcast.
Good Monday afternoon, everyone. I'm Liz Hurley with the 48 Fastcast, our digital version of your top headlines in a short, fast newscast. We begin today in Colbert County, where lightning struck the old LaGrange Elementary School. That fire burned throughout the night. Firefighters responded to the call a little after 3 a.m. The building was originally LaGrange Elementary School, but it shut down in the 1980s. Most recently, that building was used to manufacture bathtubs, and fire officials say a lot of that leftover material fueled that fire. Thankfully, firefighters were able to stop the flames from reaching the chemicals in the front of that building. 48's Aria Pons will have an update today starting at 4, so be sure to tune in to learn more about that big fire. A woman is dead. Her husband behind bars after a late night shooting at a Madison County home. Madison County deputies responded to a shooting on Step Court around 10:30 last night. They found a woman there who'd been shot multiple times. She died on the way to Huntsville Hospital. Officials say the victim's husband, Gary Wharton, was also taken to the hospital, but it was due to a pre-existing condition. Wharton was charged with her murder after he was released. He's now in the Madison County Jail without bond. We're learning more about the teen killed in a fiery crash in Decatur over the weekend. The two-car crash happened on Beltline Road and West Meade Street. When authorities arrived, they say Chloe Hastings' car was engulfed in flames. She died at the scene. The other driver was taken into custody for driving under the influence. Hastings was a student at Priceville High School. The school superintendent sent us a statement that reads in part, quote, "The student was known for her kindness, her warmth, and unwavering support for her friends, as well as an infectious personality that could brighten anyone's day with her smile." A crisis support team will be available to those in need of support.
Tomorrow is a 48 First Alert Weather Day, sponsored by Mr. Reuter Plumbing for all your emergency plumbing services.
About this time tomorrow, we'll likely have a tornado watch out for the entire North Alabama and southern Middle Tennessee. We're tracking the potential for a fairly significant day. If not tornadoes, it's going to be straight line winds, maybe 70 plus miles per hour. The storm line of storms will actually accelerate as it moves east, so the threat is pretty much for everyone, and don't think it'll be weakening as it tracks east. 4 p.m. to 8 p.m. in red, and 8 p.m. to 11 p.m. northeast Alabama in gold. We all face the same threat: damaging straight line winds, large hail, tornadoes. A few long track tornadoes cannot be ruled out, especially if we get supercells out ahead of that line. Right now, things are quiet on the radar. Winds will pick up as we go through the evening hours, and tomorrow definitely picking up ahead of those strong to severe storms. Could happen as early as 3 o'clock, but most likely 4 o'clock out in the shoals, tracking to the east. We'll go through this hour by hour. I'll let you know what you need to know and what you need to prepare for coming up.
Thank you, Brad. Construction is starting to take place on some southeast Huntsville roads. We'll tell you which ones and when you can expect to see workers out there after this quick break. You may notice some road work in southeast Huntsville today. If you drive through that area, be prepared to see it every day this week. That road work happening on Green Mountain Road from Camelot to South Shawnee. That work began at 7 this morning and will wrap up within the next hour or so, about 4 o'clock. This is going on so crews can update the roads there. The work will happen through Friday, May 23rd.
Tomorrow is a 48 First Alert Weather Day, sponsored by Mr. Reuter Plumbing for all your emergency plumbing services.
Well, today you should be preparing for what you're going to do in the event we have tornado warnings come out tomorrow and winds over 70 miles an hour. It looks like it's all going to start coming together out west in the shoals around 4 o'clock and continue spreading east as we go through the afternoon and evening hours, coming to an end on the Georgia state line between 10 o'clock and 11 o'clock tomorrow evening. 60+ mile per hour winds, straight line winds, that's a high threat there. Heavy rain, a high threat. A lot of lightning, just like last night. Boy, that was a significant lightning storm passed just to the south of the Huntsville metro area. Threat for large hail, probably golf ball size hail, especially if we get supercell storms ahead of that main line. And that's the real question right now. If we are more confident we'll increase this tornado threat, there's a possibility of a few significant tornadoes in the area tomorrow afternoon and evening. So just make sure you're prepared to seek shelter if necessary. Nothing on the radar right now. We don't anticipate a whole lot of activity. Maybe a rogue shower or thunderstorm, kind of like we had yesterday evening. Not expecting it to be severe. By 9 o'clock tomorrow morning, it's cloudy, it's breezy, and it's very, very muggy. We're going to see sunshine again tomorrow. That's going to make us even more unstable, and then the thunderstorms come in. Forecast guidance really zeroing in on about 4 to 6 o'clock in the evening over northwest Alabama, tracking east-southeast, and this line is going to accelerate and intensify as it moves east. So every minute that we see this these storms developing on radar, they will be getting stronger. Once again, the big question is, will we see supercells ahead of it? If we do, that would lead to long track tornadoes, but we could also see embedded supercells within the line of storm. So it looks like a fairly dangerous, potentially dangerous day tomorrow in North Alabama. And then we finally clear out by 11 o'clock tomorrow night, cooling down just a little bit. The severe weather today is out here across Oklahoma, southeast Kansas, down into North Texas. This is the same storm system rolling in here. If you got travel weather out there tomorrow morning, shouldn't be an issue. Even 2 o'clock shouldn't be bad, but it just depends on where you're connecting from or connecting to. As far as your travel, though, Tampa, Las Vegas, Orlando, all in the 90s. Our rain chances will continue to be high for tomorrow, and then they drop, but we're seeing changes now for that Memorial Day weekend. So we'll talk more about that coming up on WFF 48 News at 4, 5, 6, and then again tonight at 10. 48 First Alert Weather Day, Tuesday, Memorial Day, looking like scattered showers, maybe a few thunderstorms. Right now, same thing on Sunday. So stay weather alert tomorrow, coming up at 4. I'll have more information for you.
Look forward to it. Thank you, Brad. That'll do it for our Fast Cast. We'll be back here online in just a few minutes with Before the 4. And don't forget to join us for our 4 o'clock newscast on TV. And breaking news, of course, coming in today at 5, 6, and 10. We've got you covered. I'm Liz Hurley. Have a good afternoon.